I had one of the dumbest and probably the smartest thought because of Rage 2. Rage 2 was one of the games that was given out free with Epic Game Store, which is how I play a lot of games that I don't have the money to buy. It's honestly how I played Alien Isolation, which I have not finished. But there's this dude. Um, so let's. I want to just get this person's name fucking right. I do believe it's John Marshall. Um, he is like, um, he's in some town. I legit don't remember. Um, Wellspring. That's what it is. It's Wellspring. Um, I'm on the fucking Wikipedia right now. He has this little, uh, fucking like little hidey hole, and it has. And again, like this is like the stupidest thing that it took me this long to kind of have these kind of thoughts. So, okay, I didn't realize this until literally like I had gone down the stairs and up the stairs. Right next to the stairs was an elevator, and I was climbing, like I had gotten to like the top of the stairs. I was leaving John Marshall's little area. And I saw the fucking elevator. I'm like, why the fuck is there an. Oh, right. Like, it's there for people who can't use the stairs for any number of fucking reasons. And who might have business with, you know, John Marshall. Like, and I don't know if, like, accessibility was the reason behind this. Like, maybe I'm giving the people behind Rage 2 too much fucking credit. But, like, just having that realization of, like, why the fuck is there, like, this elevator right next to the stairs? Fucking idiot. There are obviously people in this fucking universe who can't traverse stairs, for any number of fucking reasons, you know? Of course it'd be a fucking elevator. And honestly, like, this kind of cascaded into other thoughts. And it was all basically, I'm going to credit two people with this kind of like these thoughts coming to like the forefront of my brain. And it's Cypher of Tear, Tanya, Cypher of Tear on Twitter, and Imani Barbreen at Imani underscore Barbreen. Two people because they talk about accessibility all the time. Also, Steven Spawn. That's literally how, like, in his, because his name is, you know, fucking not like bland, like my last name is like just a word. Like, this is obviously his last name is a word, but Steven Spawn. I never understood how to fucking pronounce his name, but like he literally has like a pronunciation guide in his like Twitter display name. um, and literally just following like all these people um, who talk about accessibility and um, making games accessible for gamers and stuff like that. And this is actually, I guess, something that I've always noticed, but I never really necessarily. It's really fucked up, and this isn't related to games anymore. Like the game was like the jumping off point for this. So My family watches a shit ton of HGTV shows like Good Bones and fucking the Gaines's shows, which they now have apparently a fucking whole network as a part of Disney Plus or not Disney, Discovery Plus. I keep fucking. They both start with D, end in Y, and have plus at the end. But Discovery Plus and it's like the Magnolia Network or whatever the fuck it's called. Um, but like is it like Finders Keepers or some other stupid shit on HGTV. But there's all these like renovation shows, and there are a couple things I've noticed. People have also pointed this out to me, and but like the more I look into it, it's like, yeah, it's really true. Not a lot of black people doing these shows, like not flipping stuff, not fucking repairing stuff, repairing houses or anything like that. So like it's generally white women who are behind these fucking shows. With like, um, I think Joanna Gaines is like the only non-white person who has like a prominent show. Um, but fucking her husband is like the doofiest dipshit. Um, fucking Chip is like just the biggest fucking idiot. Um, but yeah, like all the like a lot of white people, a lot of white women, a lot of white guys. Very few people of color. Another thing that people should maybe notice is that a lot of these shows where they like, especially the shows where they flip houses, one is like kind of fucked up that they take like they people like buy houses that are like really cheap and then like put all this money into them and then like charge exorbitant amounts of money to make a profit, especially in a housing crisis in a country where like there's literally more vacant houses than fucking homeless people. Like I would love to see a show where people literally just like repaired all these derelict houses and just fucking you know gave them to unhoused people and like literally just fucking like all these really rich people could do that. Like they could literally flip all these like derelict houses that have been left, to be in disrepair and literally just like give the people the houses and pay all the taxes and still be really well off. And it's like they don't do that because they hoard wealth. Um, but also these same places, they're jacking up prices, doing all this other shit. But I don't see like the only time you see people with disabilities on like these shows, like these renovation shows, is when like they were deigned by like some person to like their house gets remodeled because it's a shithole, and like the people obviously don't have the money to bring it up to code and you know make it more accessible for themselves. So like this one person just like I will fix it, and like but there's no show where people again like they don't like flip like they don't repair like they don't repair houses and improve them by like having accessibility in mind. Like they they never thought that like they never think that or at least it's not shown in the show. But then they never think about how maybe we should make this house more accessible for people who with mobility issues. Like maybe we should do that. Like never fucking happens. Just fucking because again all they see is fucking profit. That's all they fucking see. And again, like what's really fucked up is if you actually think about like Chip and Joanna Gaines, they have a bunch of fucking kids, but they also just like have shit tons of animals. But like they don't help people. Like they'll take like stray animals, but they won't like help unhoused people in any way. And like maybe they do that, like they just do it and they don't want the fanfare. They just do it because it's a good thing to do. But who fucking knows? Fucking. And this is like literally this is all I've been thinking about. That, like this, and a fucking show called The Secrets of fucking um Skinwalker Ranch, which is just a whole other fucking video. Anyway, have a great fucking day, everybody. Uh, be better to people. Just be better to everybody.